Nature is always around us, but many people do not really see it. Sometimes we are so busy with our daily lives that we forget to notice even the small things. But nature is always teaching us something. Even a simple leaf can show us important lessons about life if we just pay attention. When you look at a leaf, you might think it is nothing special. It is just a small part of a tree or a plant. But if you take a closer look, you will notice many interesting things. Every leaf has a shape, a color, and a texture that is different from others. Some leaves are smooth, while others have rough edges. Some are green, others turn red or yellow in the fall. Each leaf has its own story. If you think about it, the life of a leaf is not easy. It grows from a small bud, opens up to the sun, and faces wind, rain, and sometimes strong storms. Still, it does its best. It takes light from the sun, gives shade to the ground, and helps the tree to grow. It does all of this quietly, without asking for anything in return. There is a simple wisdom in the way a leaf lives its life. It does not try to be anything else. It simply follows its nature, and in doing so, it helps the whole world. Sometimes we want our lives to be bigger or more special, but even the smallest things, like a leaf, can show us what is important. Nature does not hurry, but everything happens in its own time. We can learn a lot if we watch carefully and listen to the quiet wisdom around us. Even a leaf, if we let it, can be our teacher. Most people walk past trees and plants every day, but they do not really look at them. Our eyes see many things, but our minds are often somewhere else. A simple leaf, however, can help us learn how to truly observe the world around us. When you take the time to look closely at a leaf, you start to notice its many details. You might see the small lines, the veins that carry water, and the way sunlight shines through it. You notice the colors, from deep green to light yellow, and even small spots or marks on the surface. This kind of careful observation is a skill that we can use in many parts of our lives. When we slow down and really look, we start to understand things more deeply. A leaf may seem simple, but it is full of hidden beauty and small surprises. The more you look, the more you see. You may notice how the edges curl, or how the wind makes the leaf move. You may see tiny insects living on the leaf, or water drops resting on its surface after rain. Learning to observe a leaf helps us to be present in the moment. When we give our full attention to something small, we start to notice other small things around us too. We might hear a bird singing or feel the cool air. The world feels richer and more alive when we pay attention. Observation is not only about using our eyes, it is also about using our heart. When we observe with care, we feel more connected to the world. A single leaf can teach us to see more, to appreciate the beauty in everyday things, and to find wonder in what is right in front of us. Many people think that wisdom or happiness can only be found in special or rare moments, but life is made up of many ordinary moments, and each one can be special if we look closely. A leaf is a perfect example of this. At first, a leaf may seem simple and unimportant, but if we look with open eyes, we can see something extraordinary in even the most ordinary leaf. A leaf changes with the seasons. In spring it is fresh and new, full of energy. In summer it is strong and gives shade to the ground below. In autumn, the colors change, and the leaf becomes beautiful in a different way. Each stage is different, but each is valuable. The life of a leaf can remind us that every stage in our own life has meaning, even if it does not seem exciting or special. When we start to notice the small things, we begin to see the world differently. We find beauty in places we never expected. A simple walk outside becomes more interesting because we are open to new experiences. A leaf floating down in the wind can remind us of freedom or of the gentle passage of time. Seeing the extraordinary in the ordinary does not require any special skills. It only asks us to slow down and pay attention. The world is full of small miracles, and we do not have to travel far to find them. They are all around us, waiting to be seen. By finding something special in a single leaf, we practice seeing the wonder in our everyday lives. This way, even simple moments can bring us joy and wisdom. There is something peaceful about watching a leaf fall from a tree. It does not hurry. It moves slowly through the air, sometimes turning in circles, sometimes floating quietly before it touches the ground. A falling leaf shows us the meaning of patience. It reminds us that there is no need to rush, even when things in life are changing. In today's world, people are often in a hurry. We want fast results, and we get frustrated when things do not go as quickly as we hope. But nature teaches us a different way. A leaf does not choose when it will fall. It simply lets go when the time is right, and trusts the wind to carry it. There is no struggle, no fear of the future. The leaf accepts the natural process, and its slow journey is calm and beautiful. Watching a falling leaf can help us remember to be patient with ourselves and with others. Sometimes we may feel pressure to make decisions quickly or to fix problems right away. But like the leaf, we can allow things to happen in their own time. We can trust that each stage of life has its own rhythm and that change will come when it is needed. Patience is not always easy, but it is something we can practice. Next time you see a leaf falling, take a moment to watch it. Notice how it moves, how it does not fight against the wind. Let this simple act remind you that patience brings peace. Even when life is uncertain, we can find calm by waiting and trusting, just like a leaf that slowly drifts to the ground. When we look at a leaf, we can see how it changes over time. At first, it is small and green, growing on the tree. As the weeks pass, the leaf grows bigger, and its color may change. When the season turns to autumn, the leaf becomes yellow, red, or brown, and finally, it falls to the ground. This simple process shows us that change is a natural part of life. Many people wish that good things would last forever. We want to keep happy moments, good health, or strong friendships the same. But like the life of a leaf, everything is always changing. Nothing stays the same. This is called impermanence. At first, this idea can feel sad or even frightening. But when we accept that change is part of life, we can find freedom and peace. A leaf does not try to stay on the tree forever. It lets go when the time is right. In the same way, we can learn to let go of things that we cannot keep. This does not mean we stop caring. Instead, it helps us to enjoy each moment more deeply. When we know that something is only here for a short time, we may appreciate it more. Everyday life is full of changes, some big, some small. We get older, our families change, and the world around us is always moving. When we look at a leaf, we remember that change is natural and nothing lasts forever. By accepting impermanence, we can be less afraid of the future and more grateful for the present. Even a simple leaf teaches us to welcome change and live each day with an open heart. There are many lessons in life, but not all of them are spoken. Sometimes the most important teachings come in silence. When we walk outside, we can find silent lessons everywhere. A leaf does not talk or make any sound, but it teaches us many things just by being there. If we take the time to look and notice, we can learn a lot from these quiet moments. In our daily lives, we are often surrounded by noise, phones, cars, and people talking. It is easy to become lost in this noise and miss the gentle messages that nature gives us. A leaf reminds us to pay attention to what is quiet and still. When we sit quietly and look at a leaf, we may start to notice small things. The way it moves in the wind, the light shining through it, or the shadow it casts on the ground. These details are easy to miss if we are always busy or distracted. Silent lessons can help us grow in ways that words cannot. When we watch a leaf, without talking or thinking too much, we may begin to feel more calm inside. We may start to understand things we never noticed before. Nature's silence invites us to slow down and listen, not just with our ears, but with our whole being. The world is always speaking, even when there are no words. The quiet beauty of a leaf, a flower, or a gentle breeze can teach us about life, if we are willing to pay attention. Each silent lesson brings us closer to understanding ourselves and the world around us. Sometimes, what we need most is to simply be quiet and learn from the silent wisdom all around us. In our busy lives, it can be hard to find quiet moments. Many people always have something to do or somewhere to go. But sometimes we can discover stillness in very simple places, even while looking at a single leaf. A leaf resting on the ground or hanging from a tree is not rushing anywhere. It is calm, just being itself in the moment. Watching a leaf like this can help us remember the importance of stillness. Stillness does not mean doing nothing or being lazy. Instead, it is a special kind of peace that we can feel inside. When we allow ourselves to pause and just observe something small, we can find a sense of calm that is different from the usual noise of daily life. Even a short moment, like watching a leaf move gently in the breeze, can help us feel more peaceful. These small moments of stillness are valuable. They give our minds a chance to rest and our hearts a chance to open. In these quiet times, we can feel more connected to ourselves and to the world around us. We may notice the feeling of the air, the warmth of the sun, or the quiet sounds of nature. It is easy to think that we need to do big things to find happiness or peace, but sometimes it is the small, quiet moments that mean the most. When we take time to stop and watch a leaf, we practice finding stillness, even in the middle of a busy day. These moments are gifts that help us return to ourselves and remember that peace can always be found, even in the smallest things. Many people spend a lot of time thinking about the past or worrying about the future. But life is happening right now, in this very moment. A leaf can help us understand the value of being present. When we give our full attention to a leaf, its shape, color, and how it moves in the wind, we are not thinking about anything else. We are simply here, in the present. Being present does not always come naturally. Our minds like to wander, and we may find it hard to focus on what is right in front of us. But when we practice paying attention to small things, like a leaf, we train ourselves to stay in the moment. The more we do this, the easier it becomes to enjoy what is happening now. A leaf does not worry about what happened yesterday or what might happen tomorrow. It only exists in the present. If the sun is shining, the leaf enjoys the warmth. If it is raining, the leaf feels the drops. Each moment is new, and the leaf accepts it as it is. In this way, a leaf shows us that the present moment is enough. When we learn to be present, we start to notice more beauty in the world. We feel more alive and more at peace with ourselves. Even everyday tasks, like walking or drinking tea, can become special when we are truly there. The next time you see a leaf, let it remind you to return to the present. Life is made up of many small moments, and each one is valuable. By being present, we make the most of every day. It is easy to take simple things for granted, especially when we see them every day. But if we look closely, we can find many reasons to feel grateful. A leaf, for example, is something we may see so often that we stop noticing it. Yet when we take time to really look at a leaf, we can discover its quiet beauty and remember how much it gives to the world. A single leaf helps make the air clean. It gives food and shelter to small animals and insects. It protects the ground and keeps it cool. Even after it falls, the leaf breaks down and becomes part of the earth again. When we realize all the work a leaf does, it is easy to feel thankful for its presence. Gratitude is not only for special or big events. It is something we can practice every day, even for the smallest things. When we feel grateful, our hearts become lighter and we feel more joy in our lives. Looking at a leaf can remind us that life is full of small wonders. The colors, shapes, and patterns we see in nature are gifts that we receive without asking. Taking a moment to feel gratitude for a leaf can help us notice other good things around us. We may feel thankful for the sunlight, the sound of birds, or the fresh air. Life becomes richer and more meaningful when we practice gratitude for the everyday wonders we often overlook. When we appreciate the little things, we find happiness where we are. Even a simple leaf can teach us to say thank you to the world. This feeling of gratitude can stay with us throughout our day, helping us see life with new eyes. As we reach the end of this talk, I hope the story of a simple leaf has brought some gentle light into your day. Every leaf, though small and quiet, can show us much about living. It reminds us to see the beauty in ordinary things, to accept change, and to enjoy each moment as it comes. Even in the simplest parts of nature, there are deep lessons waiting for us. Life is often busy and filled with many challenges, but sometimes stepping back and noticing the small wonders around us can bring peace and clarity. The next time you walk outside or look out your window, perhaps you will notice a leaf and remember that wisdom is everywhere, even in the quiet places. Each of us can find meaning and comfort in these gentle teachings, no matter where we are or what is happening in our lives. I am truly grateful to everyone who watches these videos, supports this channel, and shares your thoughts and experiences in the comments. Your kindness and connection mean a great deal to me. Thank you also to those who have liked the videos, subscribed to the channel, joined as members, or given a super thanks. Your support helps make it possible for me to continue sharing these teachings with people around the world. If you have found something meaningful here, I am glad to be able to walk this path with you. May your days be filled with quiet moments of wonder, and may you always find peace in the simple things. Thank you very much for being here and for your warm support.